Yeah. Going good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything set. Got your seltzer.
Yeah.
Got everything good.
Salsa. Wait to see who comes on.
Okay. How's everything looking?
Oh, it looks nice.
Good. You went live. Everything's like
Yeah, got
the
it.
camera's all set.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. 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 Okay.
All right. Guys, just about. Oh, yeah. It's just about 7 o'clock. Another minute or so.
So 7 on the dot on my end.
I'm not used to seeing it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you live?
I am live. Nobody's in yet that I could see. I don't know how to tell if, nobody's typing in yet, but this is the first time we're using it this way set up. So we'll see. Oh, yeah, I got 5 people here. Hi, guys. How's everybody? Yeah, it's so faint up in the corner. It's hard to see who's in and who's not in. I can see up there, because it's by where my blue light is. How's everybody doing tonight?
Can you click on it to see who's actually there?
Yeah, let's see. So, guys, this is the first time we're using it. No, it doesn't let you click on it to see there. So this is the first time we're using it this way off the laptop. We normally do it off the cell phone. And we got some new things going on over here. We set up a new workstation so we could work on less lethal and some lethals. So tonight we're going to open it up to talk about whatever you guys may want to talk about. We'll give it another minute or so. Let people get in. I think we only got 4 people now in the group, so we'll see. But basically, what I'm looking to talk about tonight is some of the stuff I've been watching, actually on some lethal channels about being prepared for Armageddon, and I had to laugh when I was watching these things. People, when they think of this modern Armageddon, they think it's going to be like Mel Gibson in what was that movie? With Mel?
Not Bloodsport.
Not Blade Runner. What was that? That was with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What was the Mad Max?
Oh yeah, Mad Max. Greetings. Yeah, they think it's going to be like Mad Max, and it's not going to be. Yeah, Mad Max. Yep. And it's not going to be like that at all, I don't think. What was that other movie? I'm talking to Angelo over here because I forget the name of movies. What was the one with all those Teslas crashed up?
Oh.
I think was it Julia Roberts was in it. There's a new movie recently with Julia Roberts, and they went to Long Island or something, and all these something happened with the grid, and all the Teslas were whacking into each other. You might know what I'm talking about, but I think it's going to be more like that. And I was thinking about, a lot of guys are like, oh, you need 5 guns if we have an apocalypse. You don't really need all of this stuff. And I was thinking, like today, what are some of the most important things that you can have, like less lethal wise, and some of the less lethal stuff? I mean, it's nice too if you can have, a firearm as well.
But you run out of bullets.
Yeah. And like one of the things they were talking about was having a 22 rifle. And I'm saying to myself, first of all, everybody's going to be scampering for bullets and ammunition and everything. And plenty of CO2, 100%, or something that uses HPA, one of the hand pumps. So my feeling is this: a good high-powered air rifle and like an HPA air rifle in 25 caliber. So the studies have shown the 25 caliber air rifles are actually better than the 30s and the 22s. And they would be really good because you got to think about it. If you're in a scenario where you have to hunt, you really don't want to have a deer. That's a lot of meat to carry around. It's a lot of excess meat if we don't have electricity. You want to get small game for each night, like rabbits, small game birds, things like that. What better thing to have than like a 25 caliber air rifle? First of all, you can get tons of pellets. You can make your own. You don't need gunpowder. It's just a great idea. And I don't have one. So it's one of the things I plan on investing on this year is a 25 caliber air rifle. So I like stogies. I have this really cheap cigar here tonight I'm enjoying with you guys. I don't even know the name of it. I can't read it. I got it the other day. I normally like one called Cuban stock. They're pretty nice. They're like, middle range cigars, Toro Fuente. But I found this and I figured, let me try this El Cheapo, and it's so. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I want to get myself a 25 caliber, and I think they're coming out with a really nice one this year. I think Ventura is making it. I have to look into that. So, and it's only going to be like $399 or $400. It's going to be very affordable. So that's one of the things that I think is very important in an apocalyptic era. And I'm not talking for self-defense. I'm talking for gathering food. The other thing I think you would need a good fishing setup, because that's one thing. You can always go out that day, try to catch a few fish, some trout, some bass, whatever you could get. If you live near an ocean too, whatever. I don't live near an ocean, so that wouldn't help me. But yeah, so I think a good fishing setup would be good to have. Also, too, I was thinking even a small crossbow for small game hunting too. That would be good for taking down rabbits, and of course, I talked to DK about this one night. I was thinking about with the less lethals that we have, like you take something like a modified M17, or you take something like a X68 with 70 joules when you have the barrel on there or whatever, you could easily take out a rabbit with that, thump him in the head, and wouldn't be very messy either. So I think that would be pretty good too. Hey, what's up, Big B? How's everything? So tonight I wanted to leave it open to some discussions of what you guys wanted to talk about. And that is something that I, like talking about, is like, what do I need to be prepared? Yes, plenty of CO2, definitely a launcher, because even though if things happen, you're still going to be accountable for your actions. Maybe not right away, but you will be accountable down the road. And, if cameras are working, they're all over the place. All right, well, what type of apocalyptic are we talking about? Well, I guess we're talking about the beginnings. We're not talking Mad Max Thunderdome, because that would take a while to get to. We're talking about like right in the beginning apocalyptic. Like, something happened tomorrow, things started shutting down, it was hard to get food, but not where the streets are in ruins and buildings are crumbling, not to that apocalyptic level. That would obviously take a while to get to, but I'm talking about immediate state right away. If we needed, it was hard to get food due to whatever, maybe got to the supermarket and they were sold out, or you have to get your own stuff. I think the easiest things to get a small game and fish. That's, for protein. What do you guys think? Because it's like nuclear. Yeah, I'm not talking nuclear. Definitely not nuclear. Not to that level. I mean, if it got to that point, it's, I don't think that's the other thing too. People are always concerned about arming themselves with ARs and all these other things. Guys, the government has so many weapons that, I mean, regular firearms are going to be like pea shooters to them. It's going to be ridiculous. So if they want you, they're going to get you. That's all there is to it. But, put this there. So Angelo is here with me tonight. We're hanging out. I have to thank him so much. He really helped me set up my little workstation here. I'm reading here. Yeah, I'll probably have to take over my local Costco. Yeah, you might want to hold up in a local Costco or BJ's. That's what I'd be doing. I'd go down to BJ's or Costco or Sam's Club, and maybe one of us will go to each one and we'll take them over and we'll just stay there. That's like, we could live in there for a few months. That's for sure. Definitely.
Lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown in Costco. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I want those chicken bakes they have over there. They're like $2. I run in there just to get a chicken. I don't even belong to Costco. I belong to BJ's, and I run down to Costco just for those chicken bakes. And I like their frozen yogurt. They're pretty good. Yeah. Oh, you're just chilling in Philly, Big B. Good, good, good. Yeah, I'll be down there this weekend. I think I'm going to King of Prussia. I got to go to IKEA. The old lady wants to get some lawn furniture. She put me through the ringer. The past 2 days, I was loving working. I couldn't wait to get to work this morning. She had a new fridge come yesterday. What a nightmare. I had to take the doors off because she wanted them to open the other way. The whole thing, this is what you get when you buy budget. I had to put it up. The instructions said lay it on its back, take the feet off, pull them off. Then I had to put them back on when I rearranged the door. What a nightmare. And now she's got new furniture, new entertainment system down there that I got to put together. And she wants lawn furniture for the deck. This is what happens. I have to be nice to her because I want more less lethals. My vices are not cigars, believe it or not. I do like them, but that's the cheapest hobby. I like the less lethals. I have my reptiles, my lizards, and I have my motorcycles and firearms. Those are like that's where everything goes to those things. All right. Walmart might work. Yeah, over here, man, you don't want to get Poconos, Walmart. Whew, man, you'll get killed just trying to get in there when there is no apocalypse. They have the Walmart near me. They have a lot of crazy stuff happening there. There's like shootings and everything going. I stay away from Walmart. It's like no joke. You don't have those problems at Costco or BJ's, but Walmart, forget it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud all you guys are here. It's really good. I hate IKEA for that. I hate IKEA because you feel like a schmuck. Every time you go and you're following the arrows and then you go back, people look at you like you didn't know what you wanted. And when I lived in New York, there was a place up there called Stu Lennox. It was like on the border of New York and Connecticut. And it was a supermarket that was like that. You had to follow the yellow brick road. And God forbid you forgot bread or you were there for the first time or you went back to get eggs or something. The people looked at you like you were nuts. I couldn't go there. I was stressing out. Yeah, we have Cabela's. Actually, I have Cabela's about 40 minutes from my house. It's Cabela's really, they're very expensive. You got to go there. It's very pricey to go to Cabela's. You could do much better online, but I used to like going there because they had a wild game restaurant upstairs, but they closed it down and after COVID, they don't have any more food there. So yeah, but Cabela's was all right. I was there. I don't know. I went there a couple of months ago, I think, not too long ago for something. I forget what. Yeah. If I smoke cigars, we could be we're into the same. Yeah, I think a lot of guys in this hobby are into the same things. My other big hobby was always reptiles growing up. I always had reptiles my whole life since I'm a kid. And I'm working on growing some big lizards right now. I'll get them on camera one day. They'll be our mascot. They're pretty cool. I have some tegus and monitor lizards, and they're actually in the same room here with me. I have them set up over there in the corner. I'm supposed to get some more lizards tomorrow, but yeah, they're my less lethal lizards. But they're pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got. Big B is saying my FFLs charge a fortune to train. The cheapest place I found charges $35 over here, but most places charge about $50, $55 where I live if you want to transfer something FFL style. I'm not a big rifle guy. I don't really know too much. I just like, because I don't hunt, so I don't really do anything with rifles. I like 1911s and pistols. I'm really big. I take them apart and I do some custom work. I was thinking, because YouTube throws you off for stuff like that, but I was thinking of actually doing some 1911 work too, maybe starting like a Patreon page or something, because I do custom work on that. And I like to get the budget ones and slick them up, which is pretty cool. That's how the commissary on the military bases, you have to follow the arrow. Oh, I didn't know that. I was never in the military, so I didn't know that. Oh man, that's crazy. So you have to do the same thing in a commissary. That's weird. I guess then people who were in the military might like that. They might feel familiar at home there. Interesting. I wonder if the people who started it also were military guys. That's how they got that idea. But oh my God, 50 to 100 down by you down in Philly. That's crazy. I was down in Philly last year. I had to go get I have my Act 235. And so for those of you that don't know what an Act 235 is in Pennsylvania, if you want to do any type of like private law enforcement armed security work, you have to have an Act 235. And I did it. You have to go through an accredited school or a course to take it. But then I had to renew it down in Philly at one of these places last year, and it was pretty cool. It was a 1-day shot to get my renewal on it. Hey, Black Powder Papa, how you doing? Yeah, 1911s are beautiful. And if you guys are any of you are into 1911s, I had Springfields and stuff like that. I prefer Rock Island and T-Sauce. They're very affordable, and I put them up against a $2,000 1911, and